everybody! Today I'm going to show you in-depth guide how to piss people off so they will just stop playing with you and you end up waiting in lobby for hours. I mean Fire Beetle tutorial. I have Fire Beetle Snipe tutorial for you guys. So hope you enjoy it and let's get to it. So first of all, you need to know basic stats of this awesome unit, which is called Fire Beetle. This unit is small. It's especially small for a T2 unit. It's super fast, it's one of the fastest units, and most importantly, it has one of the highest DPS in games, guys. So, I think you need some comparison, so I prepared a little Itota for you, so we can compare those two units. Which one is better? So, first we need to compare the DPS. Itota have an amazing 3100 DPS. That's decent for experimental, but Fire Beetle is a T2 unit and has 3500 DPS, so only a little bit less, and it's much more efficient to build this unit than this unit, because this costs like 20k ms, guys. This costs only 300, guys, and it has the same DPS, and also it's faster. And to demonstrate this, I prepared a little race for you. So, we need to first get our units in start positions. This is my little lane I prepared. They come here. Well, he's going to lose anyway, so he doesn't have to be precisely on the lane. Okay, so whoever first gets to this lane, he will get the title Best Fire Beetle Ever. So, let's start. And as you can see, Fire Beetle easily beat Itota in speed. So the only disadvantage this little unit has, it has a little bit less HP. Else it's better in everything. So now that you know the basic stats of this awesome unit, I think we can get to part 2, how to properly transport this unit. Welcome to part 2. Here I will show you how many Beetles you can actually stick into your transport. So let's begin with T1 transport. This thing can carry up to 8 T1 units and 2 T2 units. But Fire Beetles, they are T2 units, but they count in transport as T1 units. So actually, in T1 transport, you can stick 6 Beetles. Amazing, right? Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't this beautiful, guys? 21k damage? Holy shit. Alright. Or you have other option. You can also use Deceiver. But if you want to use Deceiver and 4 Beetles, you need to load the Deceiver first, else it will say transport is full. You see? Now it's not full, and you can just happily transport your 5 Beetles on enemy ACUs. Well, they won't be so happy about it as much as you are, but who cares, right? So let's move to the other transport. Let's move to T2 transport. T2 transports can actually carry 10 Beetles. That's a lot of Beetles, guys. Look at that. This thing can kill a lot of stuff. That can kill heavily T3 ACUs and stuff, if you're lucky. Or you can just use the Deceiver too, but you need to load it first, of course, or it will bug out and only 7 or 6 will actually fit into the transport. But there is also other options. You can use Seraphim transport if you have some ally that can give it to you. In Seraphim transport, it's T1 by the way, in Seraphim T1 transport you can also stick 8 Beetles. Wow, oh, that's a lot of Beetles. Or you can just use the Deceiver, but you just have to load it first. So you can use Deceiver and 6 Beetles in Seraphim transport. This thing is so powerful that can kill a lot of stuff. Well, you can just use this fucking T3 Continental with 28 fucking Beetles for like air. Well, but that's another story, this thing. Let's just carry on with our duty and let me show you how to successfully kill enemy ACUs and how to properly load the Beetles inside. So, here we are, part 3, where I'm going to show you how to load Beetles inside transport, how to unload them, and tell them to immediately attack enemy ACU. So, first what you wanna do. select your deceivers, load them in, because you don't want to load them afterwards. Of course you don't have to use them, you can just load more Beetles if you feel like it, but I usually load them because if there is some radar covering this area you would have to go all the way around. Now you can just go right here and kill him. So, what you wanna do? Hold shift, you need to hold shift for this. Load them into transport, and while holding shift attack enemy ACU. You have to do this before they load up, of course, so you need to see the enemy ACU standing there. That's why you need to have scouts above their head. Also, try not to be that obvious if you are trying to Beetle snipe somebody. Just send scout, and in the right moment you have to do it quickly. You just load them, select ACU, and go. So, now as you can see, Beetles drops right on his head. Haha, that was lucky one. Yeah, Hexors. I wasn't hacking you as well. Anyway, there's one more thing I want to show you. I wanted to show you in this example, but it kinda dropped on his head, so it didn't work. So let's try another one. Okay, load into transport, hold shift, attack ACU. Let's get there. Alright, now you drop it. So, now, as you can see, I dropped the Beetles. They have attack, command on the ACU, everything's working fine. But wait, what the hell? They run to the sides and form some formation. I mean, obviously you don't want them to do that. It is like this because they act as an army. They just do this formation and they attack like one by one, basically. So that's not what you wanna do. You see? That's very stupid and it's wasting time. They have a lot of time to overcharge you and you don't want to do that. So, there's a thing you can do to avoid this, and I wanna show you that. It's one of the crucial part of Beetle snipes. It's really OP, so yeah, don't use it on me. It's very evil, just keep in mind, use it on anybody, use it a lot, but not on me, okay? So, basically what you wanna do. Load your Beetles on the transport, select enemy ACU, everything classic. And now, while the transport is on the way, I will show you how to do the OPS things ever. Okay, press F1, where your key bindings are. Now you need to find spread attack command. It's somewhere here, assign some key to it, and I will show you the magic. So, if you have some key assigned, also remember the key, don't forget it guys, that happens to me quite a lot of times. Now what you wanna do, once the transport actually loads the Beetles off, you want to select them, and you want to press your spread attack command. Now, as you can see, every single Beetle has its own target. Well, it's the same target, but well, it's just spread attack. So they won't form some formation here, they will just attack the ACU. They still will collide a little bit, but it's much better than the previous one. Let me see. You see, the snipe was 50% faster. Really easy, really good trick, and you can snipe a lot of people with that. So, that was it. That's how you load the Beetles, that's how you operate them. And now, last thing I'm going to show you, and I'm going to give you some tips, is that some basic build orders, some basic gameplay, and if you see some ACUs standing AFK in base, you can just go directly, you can go around map like this or something, and you can just then drop into his base. You can even snipe air player if you want, like this. But you have to be careful because there might be units. This mechs actually might not see the transport, but also if you are doing this, use stealth every time. You don't have to do stealth if the commander is somewhere here and you need to snipe him fast. Just load into transport and go, or you can even try to just go on the ground, but that's probably not gonna work because Beetle is only 300 health. That's 3 shots from ACU and 2 shots if he has gun. So you should be careful about that and use your brain when you are trying to snipe somebody. Alright, so let's move to the final part where I will show you some basic build order and some basic awesome stuff. So, welcome to last part of my tutorial video, and this part is just about showing you guys how I actually snipe people and how I do it, and maybe tell you some tips. But this time it was very hard to actually find some target to snipe because simply they knew that I am going to do it. So everybody had flag near them, and you will actually see that my first attempt failed because of flag, and my second attempt was kinda okay and I sniped him. And I will show you how and why and everything, but I will cut few times because this replay is pretty long. It's like 20-30 minutes and I don't want to sit here and cast it. I just want you to show how I Beetle snipe. So to get to like know what I was doing in this game, I basically had to do T3 airs, so I went for some pigeons, I made some T2 pigeons, I made res, and I made some bombers, and the game ended at that point when I had some bombers. So yeah, it wasn't super easy snipe. As I said, they knew that I'm going to do it, so I will show you how I try to deny it. It should be more easy for you, but yeah, this was especially hard. So I will just skip a little bit now. Okay, now I would like to show you that I really try to deny any scouting. I did it by placing all my inties in this half circle, and every time I see some scout, I just try to catch it off and kill it. Maybe some of them actually passed through, but like this you can see I actually... and he even scouted my Beetles, so this was a little bit of a fail, but usually I denied most of the scouting. Until I lost air because, yeah, they too made air and I was the only one. I actually put some extra effort into making it, but it was pretty hard. And anyway, this is my first sniper attempt, which was on the bottom. I wanted to go for Olis because it seemed like easy target here, but it turned up that it wasn't because his T2 factory just finished and the first thing he did was flag. So okay, now you can see the scouting denial I'm doing. He's sending 3 scouts and none of them will pass because I have this intis placed here, plus actually even Z-Strike has some here, so he actually started doing some air. That's great. So you see another scout that's going to be denied. See? So I will just skip a little bit until... actually my transport is almost there. Yeah, as you can see, Juraj have a lot of intis here, so I thought that that's their only protection. I didn't see the flag yet. As you can see, there is no flag, so I was like, okay, so let's try it. I sent all of my air to the left side to attack. Some scouts passed through, but that didn't really matter. I sent all my planes here to make some fake air fight. Actually not fake, but air fight. So Juraj would send all his air there, and now here goes my transport. Actually, what I did now, that was maybe a little bit of a mistake, but I didn't have a choice. There was a flag, this unit is a flag, and I couldn't snipe Olis in this case. So I went for another ACU here, which was Juraj, but all my Beetles are directed to Olis, so I had to select them and redirect them to Juraj. But it failed terribly, because there was flag, I couldn't redirect the transport closer, so it failed hard. Nothing I could do about it. See? So I will skip a little bit forward, and let's see. So, I have another interesting thing to show you. Since I lost air in this fight, I had some troubles because Juraj was basically constantly killing my stuff in my base, so I had to build some flags, and also I had like 97% finished transport, so I paused the factory so it didn't actually finish and he couldn't kill it, so he just flew away, and actually a lot of his air got killed by 2 flags. You can see 6 kills and 5 kills. And now what I wanted to do, I just made transport, filled it with Beetles. I wanted to go for red guy, but he had some flag there, so this transport was waiting for its chance for like 5 minutes, maybe more. So I'll just skip to that moment. So I paused a little bit, now that our right side is pushing hard, there's a lot of Vipers and everything, so I decided to actually go for the snipe. As you can see, there are two ACUs, perfectly vulnerable. They are out of the base, they have no protection at all. They only have few interceptors, but they are on the left side, so I decided to grab a chance, took my transport, which I actually had for a long time. I actually made some extra Beetles, because I wasn't sure if these commanders have some upgrade. When I was counting, he was doing some upgrade, so I thought that it's T2, so I made like 5 Beetles. Right, yeah, I have 5 Beetles. And I decided to go for it indeed. Yeah, when basically I killed him, the game was over, so I didn't have chance to show you to snipe anybody else, but what I wanted to say was that if you are going for a snipe, you should basically try to look for the best target. That's like, of course, but don't snipe useless players. If there's like 1000 rated player here, there's no point in sniping him, because other players just grab his eco, and yeah, so just think about it when you are sniping somebody, and that's all I wanted to say, I guess. Just think about it, and I think you know all the basics. Now you can just enjoy this beautiful snipe while I sign out, and hope you guys enjoyed. Maybe I'll make some TML tutorials in the future. So see you guys and have a great day.